Next on Power. Nah. Next on Conversations with Cliff.
And it seems like every day something else come out. How y'all feel about the whole Cassie filing lawsuit on him, and then they settled the next day? So, question: does them settling it, does that mean he admitted guilt?
He
You
made it.
know, that was
What was he?
you
Let
know
me go
that's
back.
the whole purpose. If I'm not mistaken, that's the whole purpose of the settlement is that neither party has to admit that anybody when nobody guilty, when nobody right. We just saying
Right.
that this money right here is gonna make this go away.
For good.
Right.
Because here, let me help you. Let me. I'm a super fan of P Diddy. I don't know if y'all know. I really like P.
What?
Super fan of P Diddy.
What?
Always like P
Right.
Diddy.
So
But
you the walk the juniors too.
He
nah,
for the cheesecake.
You the
I
one.
wasn't trying to. Nah, I wasn't trying to bump music artists.
He
I
trying to
just
make it in.
let me say this. I'm a big fan of his mogul side. Like the business mind of P Diddy is very interesting. One thing, when him and Casey broke up, when they stopped talking, I think he
Cassie.
was paying her like Cassie. I think he was paying her like $400,000 a month. They were not married.
Wow.
He was paying her $400,000 a month, almost as like spousal support. Casey then got married to this new dude, and P Diddy pulled back and said, "Yo, I'm only gonna pay you $200,000 a month."
Why am I gonna pay you? Period. You with a whole nother dude.
He was paying her because he didn't want it to come out what he was doing with her. So
Uh.
at the end of the day, I have issue with the situation because really what it boiled down to is, and a lot of her circle say, "Yo, Casey was like this her husband. Her husband is the one who really trying to bring this lawsuit because she went from getting $400,000 a
Mm,
month down to getting
mm,
$200,000 a month when you marry
mm,
me." And the reason
mm,
P Diddy was able to settle, he was like, "Yo, let's settle this." Like, because here's what's gonna happen. Yeah, it's gonna come out. P Diddy, oh my goodness, P Diddy was watching his girl get knocked down by other males, and he was getting off on it. That's the worst that's gonna happen, because at the end of the day, like that shit been going on for a minute. But when it
But
come out and we go to court and them videos start having this is evidence, who gonna look bad?
Cassie.
Cause your brain gone. You ain't never gonna be able to make no like you done. Your little innocence is gonna be gone because they're gonna be like, yo, you was getting knocked down. And I
Find
guarantee you,
out.
it's some of them videos we say that she was drugged up and drunk all the time. I guarantee you, he got some of the videos where it was like this was a mutual thing, like there
yeah,
was no liquor,
yeah.
no drugs involved in this. You know that's what your man like, and you was doing it to make him happy.
Hmm. That's an interesting twist. I didn't. And a lot of people, I've heard of a lot of people who leave the situation and they were with somebody that was financially well off, and they get with somebody else, and they be like, "Hey, no, don't cut that money off. We need that money, so fly back."
Y'all
Right.
sound
Hmm.
crazy as hell.
But
Well, get
yeah.
Queen, then
I'm,
Queen,
I'm
get us,
just
get
sitting
us
here. I've been
together.
waiting on the male perspective. Y'all sound crazy as hell. First of all, we talking about Puff Daddy. Let's start by all
Brother
this
Love.
shit that came out. You didn't see none of the celebrities talk about it. It wasn't no jokes. Lil Duval didn't even crack a joke. This woman is putting her life on the line by telling just a little bit. I feel like she came to kick in the door, and everybody else was supposed to follow suit.
Waving the
Because
four
really,
four.
what
They
you
did.
gonna do? You gonna go file charges? In the documents, it was saying he was getting her medical records sent directly to him when he would do things to her. He had complete control, what they call trafficking now. But not saying she didn't have fault. But how old was Cassie? Are we gonna talk about that? And how old was Diddy? You
Yeah.
20
I
years
mean,
old and you meet a millionaire. Puffy is worth 900 million. Do you know what you control at 900 million? You telling me he didn't have no way of controlling this girl mind? Yeah, I'm sure the money was great. She a beautiful girl. Beautiful. Yes, she did stuff that she don't like. We broke and do shit we don't like later on. We like be excuse me, we be like, why did we do that? We second guess ourselves. So you think she didn't compromise herself? But that don't give no excuse for busted eyes, gashes in the forehead, abuse, rape, because men think just because they with women that they could have sex with them. If she say no, it's no. I'm
Yeah,
hearing
I'm
all
not.
this
exactly.
stuff.
Hold
She
Let
on,
me
just
hold
say
on,
spoke
this.
up.
Let
hold
me
on,
say this.
hold on,
Exactly. It is.
hold on, hold on,
I
hold
ain't
on, hold on.
disagreeing. I'm
Let
not.
me
Oh,
let me clarify. We are not condoning sexual abuse, rape,
But this,
harassment, none of that.
but
But
it's
let's not
all a part
let's
of it. It's all a
Yeah,
but
part
but
of it. Forget the money.
let's not say
it
that.
is. It is because
Forget the money. It's
those
all
are
a part of that.
those are hype words in today's society. Someone raped me, someone sexually assaulted me. Those are hype words to cause awareness. Everybody stop and automatically has an opinion when someone is forced to do something that they don't want to do. The real question is if someone does that to you once and you go back, you want that.
That is
I'm
not true.
sorry,
Women go back.
is that what you want? Because if a person show you who they are, you have to believe them.
I can see that.
When I was 20 years old, I kept going back because you think you in love, because you think he could change, because you think that this is what it is.
All
So
right,
add
so then
400 million to that, add however much to that to also kiss you afterwards and make it right. No,
so whose fault is that though, Queen?
I'm
Let's
not saying
let's be for real. When you just said it out your
the
mouth, if
beatings
you
is his
keep
fault.
going, no. I'm not saying that part. I'm saying you had an opportunity to leave. Again, we're not
Right.
condoning no violence, no sexual abuse, none of that. You just said I went back. Whose fault is that?
Now that I'm older, I learned from it. It's my fault. But
But let's go back in the moment.
we as women sometimes don't understand our part in it until you grow wiser. This girl was teen, 20, 21. You grow to understand where you played a part in things. But that don't make it okay to take advantage of, groom, use
No,
your money
it
to
does not.
it don't take,
It
and
does
that's a
not.
big
It
part
does
of it.
not.
That is a
But
huge part of it.
the major the really the only part of it is again someone should have been telling her worth at an earlier age.
Unless Puffy has power with grown men.
No, no one has
Yeah,
power over
no.
no one because we all have a decision and a choice to make.
I see what people are not saying. We speaking on this topic, but in all, do you see anybody in the business really speaking out against? They know what was going on. We done
No, they
seen the
can't.
videos of Puffy make comments to Jada Kiss, Fabulous. We hear the things that 50 been saying through the years. This girl or woman put her life. I believe it was a point where she was like, okay, I'm gonna speak, but I'm gonna need money to go where I need to go and get away and have it with my family. Because after this, it ain't Puffy comes for people neck. We acting like he just shiny suit man. Basically,
oh,
it's coming out that this man is mafia.
Hey,
So if he can
we
control
cannot
and he
we
if he
cannot
controls
confirm
his
or
whole
deny.
Hold on. One mic.
if he controls this whole, he's like the hip hop godfather. He's like the gatekeeper. He got police on his payroll. He got medical doctors on his payroll. He rubbing shoulders with the 1% in the world. And y'all telling me she could have left. If
I'm
this
not.
man really,
Yes, she could have.
Hold
oh
on,
my
Queen.
God.
Go, Cuzzo. Got you
Here's
hot
my
up under
thing.
the collar.
Here's my thing about it. I don't disagree with any of that, and I completely understand that. I think there's one factor in this situation that shifts it for me, which is one, she's been with her and P Diddy have separated now. It's been like what 2 or 3 years
It been
Longer than
that
long,
that.
they
longer than that, right?
Longer than that.
that that they've not been together. Now, in all of that, absolutely, she could have gotten to a therapist and healed and said, yeah, it was wrong of me. And then you say, okay, I want to get back what has happened to me. However, you are walking around here, he's let it go. Y'all, you're married to a whole nother man doing your thing, and he's paying you $200,000 a month. I'm not saying that's coverage for it, but what I'm saying is, why did you come to sue him? What are you suing for?
I feel it was more about the exposure. The suing is just gonna go tuck me and my family away for whatever comes out of this. But I feel that's what the exposure was about. Like she was supposed to kick the door in, and then others started telling their story. But obviously, this man got so much power that
I think it's coming.
maybe. But then you see not Joe Budden. You see Joe Budden. He like, nah, y'all not getting me involved. No sirree. Lil Duval. He said, I see y'all want me to speak on it, but can't do that. Then you got Peter Guns and I forget what's his name on there. This man got grown men to speak on everything, afraid to even bring up the conversation. Because you telling me that this 20-year-old girl,
everyone
she shouldn't
has a
have
choice.
that kind of fear and more. What?
She probably she's the face of it. Don't mean she the one that she filed anything. She's probably still stuck in that 20-year-old self when she first met Puffy, and her husband now put the battery in her back and said, no, you need to do XYZ. Or not even just her husband. Whoever else around her now said, no, you need to make this happen, and they pushed her to do it. And she's just the face. We don't know Cassie's husband. We don't know Cassie's best friend, because they just said Cassie's best friend filed a lawsuit against Puffy.
So you think she just willing to go put her children and her family in danger because some people told her to do it? Like, now's a good time.
Somebody put a battery in her back to make it happen because you waited this long to do it. And I'm not excusing nothing that was alleged. I'm just saying somebody put a battery in her back to say, you need to go make this happen.
Yeah.
I have a problem when I have a problem when it happened because of money. That's where I go. I'm like, if it was just truly you needed help, you should have just left it alone. Because if to what you're saying, excuse me, if to what you're saying is the exposure getting him out there, dude wrote you a nice check to shut you up real quick.
So what was it? And again, we're not excusing the bull. What was it about? Was it just a money grab, or are you trying to expose them?
That's what it's always about the money. From why else would we be talking about this if there was not money involved?
Insert Bill Cosby. Was it a money grab, or y'all trying to expose him?
That is not the same thing. We will not compare them two situations. Not at all. Not at all.
I gotta agree. They're not the same.
Not at all.
It's not the same.
It's not the same at all.
How is it not the same?
Bill Cosby was not in a relationship with these women. Was not in a relationship with these women. When you go back and look at what some of these women say he was giving them, one of the women he got convicted of is what we would consider like a Benadryl today, in today's time. What he was actually giving these women. The way they coming at it 30, 40 years later is nowhere near what she's accusing Puffy of. Come on now.
She said, it said Puff made me do drugs and do this and perform sexual acts. I'm not talking about the abuse part. He made me perform sexual acts with his whoever.
Conversations with Cliff. I'm a free-thinking spiritual beast. We can keep it ratchet or classy. I'm here for the conversation.